Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you? You start making your way outside now, folks, please. Buttons being pressed, buttons being pressed. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? No. Now, owie. How's things? We all okay? Let's have a look. Steve, how you doing, bud? Kirsty, how's things? Saphadema and Pliers, how's things, bud? Who else is in there? You can see and hear me well enough. And where are you? Kirsty's taking the first shift. Fantastic. Fantastic. Mandy, how you doing? How's things? Alright, Casper, how you doing, bud? 10,000 subs, yes, I know. And speaking of which, Mexico and India. I have got a was it a 1 minute 57 video of birds, just a really quick video that I put up, which has been seen 11,000 times. 65% of it has been in India, so they're absolutely ramping up the views for me at the moment. So thank you so much, India. Namaste and all that jazz, man. So how we all doing? 10,000, I know it's mad, isn't it? 10,000 subs. How the bleeding hell has this happened? It's cray. Kirsty's put up a bookshelf today, building it by scratch, and she's now working behind the bar. And Saf, I've got me 0.0 Peroni. It's having no look at all, that is it? Peroni, there you go. Is the camera acting up? Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Well, today's been yet another weird day. Was it yesterday I was in the car wash? Do you remember that? Do you remember? And it was so hot, it was ridiculously uncomfortable. And I said there and then, I'm going to have to get the aircon regassed. Well, I ordered a slot to go in and get it done today. And so I went this morning, I had to drop it off and I had to walk home. When I walked home, I did my entire day's steps target for the day. Done. That was before 10 o'clock this morning. When I went back and got my mum to drop me off, picked it up and come home. It is like an absolute freezer. It's so cold in there. And for the first time in about 3 weeks, I'm actually wearing joggers because it's cold. So I've just got my air conditioning done in time for it to be absolutely Baltic outside. And I seen it was just mentioned in the chat. Mandy, what's it like by yours? I know it was supposed to be bad. The whole of the northwest of England and Wales is supposed to be bad. It's bad where we are. I've had to shut the window. It's very blustery. Rain coming in sideways. It's horrific. It's rained there all day. Same here. I went out and got Jess earlier on. Sometimes she'll walk home. Today there's not a chance she's walking home. Not a chance. Not happening, Lyd. Not happening. It is spring now. It's spring in the UK. You can expect stuff like this. It doesn't always turn out to be lovely and sunny. I mean, it does some days, but a lot of the time it is raining, a bit more windy, very cold. Despite the fact that we're 4 weeks away from the longest day, and then it'll start. The nights will start drawing in afterwards. Marvellous. We can't complain really. It's been a nice couple of weeks really. I am pissed off though because I couldn't get out and do any Dennis Bird cam streams. I'm still trying to smash these numbers, get myself to the monetization, and when I do, I do. Don't ask what's in it. I can't remember other than tequila and some others. Oof. Black Russian for Mandy, Potati for Steve, lovely stuff. A surprise one. Yes, it might have anything in it. What's Heineken supposed to taste like? Describe it to a non-drinker. It tastes like proper Heineken, but not as nice, I think. But, you know, cheers. Very nice. Steve, yeah, I reckon there's a reason why he picked the 4th of July. Because it is American Independence Day, and that is the day him and his wife can fuck off to California, where they want to live anyway. People asked the question, didn't they? Why would a rich man take a job for £150,000 a year? Well, him and his wife have just increased their income by £120 million. That's why. Get them out, get them all out. Lager. Tastes like lager, yeah. Tastes like mega white thing, mega white thing. Lager, 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 lager. Very nice. Where's me Ujima flip? I need to get me Ujima flip out just a sec. Lost Documentos, is it there now? No. Ah, there you go. Tasting a little gassy and slightly bitter. Probably that's what it's supposed to be. Helen was singing Lager Lager before me. That'll be Helen, the Norfolk correspondent. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Brilliant, Helen. Love to hear it. Not altogether unpleasant. That's the best you can say about lager most of the time. Don't put lime cordial in it, Mandy. Such a girl thing to do. Just have it as is. Right, I'm going to put the merchy poo up again, and I'm going to pin it because I have something here. Mandy, I'll put the jukebox on in a minute. I had stuff on earlier, so I couldn't really do that. I was playing stuff through the speaker, and if I started playing stuff through the speaker and it came through on here, I'd be in trouble. You could have said blackcurrant. Either way, you'd have been wrong. Say hi back to Helen for us as well. Mandy, you're going to have to send me your address. I got a sample of the merch. And because you've been here from the very, very first day, you haven't missed the stream. I've decided to get you a pressie. There you go. The first Bears Paws staff t-shirt. That's for you, Mandy. So DM us your address through Instagram or something, and I will send that on to you. And hopefully, if we can get this thing monetized where it can pay for itself, we might start having a few more giveaways as well, because, you know, it's not about making money for me, this. It's about having fun with you guys, you know what I mean? It's I love the community part of it, so if I can start doing stuff like that, I will do. What am I having? Lager. You are most welcome, Mandy. Considering how high up you are on the Botrix leaderboard, you can tell. Mandy promoted to supervisor, assistant manager, but you have to be careful with that as well. I'm going to try and find this one day. I had, when I first left the hospital, I had the Stroke Association send somebody out to meet me to talk about what it was like getting back into being at home. As it turns out, I knew the girl, but I didn't realise till she walked in the front door. Her name is Gemma. And she sent me a text, and on it was supposed to say, I will come round and see you, and we can discuss if you need anything from us. Gemma, Stroke Association. But it cut off, so it just says Gemma, stroke ass. So you've got to be very, very careful with stuff like that. But yeah, assistant manager, you are assistant manager, you are ass man. You've got a pomegranate Bavaria. Saf, have you seen the doctor? That sounds like a particularly nasty ailment, that. I spent a fortnight off work with a particularly biffy Clyro. No one asked a question. No, not been demoted. You've been remoted. I don't know, is it remoted? Ali, how you doing? How's things? How's we doing? How's things going? Are we all alright? Oh, well, I had a blast on me crack pipe before I started on here. It's not a crack pipe, it's an asthma inhaler. As you can tell, I need it. And I could do with the window being open, but if I do it, the whole house is going to take off. Look at it, look at it. It's a disgrace. You changed your Avi. So I want your phone number, zoom in on the picture of your van. I will do that, Steve. I will do that, mate. Easier to stay in contact with you at that point. No problemo, bud. Yeah, so strange day indeed. Most peculiar, mama. But I managed to get some work done, actual work, which was nice. Right. Right, it's on shuffle, and I'm just going to pick the first song that never got played the other day, as far as I can remember. No, I don't want smart shuffle. I just want shuffle, for fuck's sake. Do you know what? There's not that many songs on here. It's a 4-hour. Right, go on. Bit of Dre. Dre and Snoop Dogg. There you go. That's on. And then it's on shuffle. It'll just decide what it wants to do after that. I have no control over this whatsoever. Where are we? Ruby's been demoted too. No demotion going on. No demotion at all. Everyone's... what's the... Promoted, demoted. Is there anything in between where you just stay where you are? Unmoted. Ex-moted. I don't know. You're multitasking, watching hurling on TV. Come on, is that weave fail? And you're watching on my phone as well. Fabuloso. A mocktail for Ali coming right up. Great stuff. I will get there soon, I will get there. Just had to catch me breath. It's been that kind of day. I had to drop Jess off at 9 this morning rather than 8:30. So I was there right in the middle of... She lives around the corner from a school. So I was there right in the middle of school traffic. It was a nightmare. Ifalia, right. Ifalia. I'll get there eventually. I won't get there eventually. Yeah, what's Alan having? On the house. The breathing will come back at any second. Man, that walking this morning, I'm not sure it did me good because my knee is absolutely blown up, but it probably did me some good being out in the rain, walking in the rain, in the fresh air. I need to do more of it, definitely. Good pronunciation. Thank you. Slangivar, Ali Slangivar. Ellen doesn't drink alcohol. She'll have an elderflower tonic water. Oh, now that is a proper drink. That's a serious bit of kit, that. Looks like there's only 4 people adding songs, but you've been adding requests. I will get back onto it and add more onto the Spotify version of it. Which fucking I forgot again. Balls to it. Ali, it's just yeah, my knee is sore because I had to walk this morning, and my breathing's not been great. But I've had a blast, so hopefully I'll be alright now. Just tired. Didn't sleep well last night, and then early start this morning. Normally, I would come home. Oh, it's the Scottish, is it? Sorry, I do apologise. Actually thinking about it, yes, it was my Scottish mate who used to say that all the time. Slangivar. Slange. I will, yeah. I will get there. I will get there. Yeah, but a busy day, but doing nothing. And I've been cold and wet all day. And it was only, I had something to eat at 7 o'clock. It was the first thing I've ate all day. And then all of a sudden I'm feeling warm. So it must have been down to the fact that I hadn't eaten. I should have eaten. I didn't eat. Not good. Have I added any new birds to the mailing app? Not in the last few days. What was the last one I did? Oh, hang on. Talking Heads, Psycho Killer. It's coming up now. What it will do as soon as I get rid of the mailing app. Got it. What was the last one I added? A Eurasian coot. That was the last one I added. And I was quite frankly delighted with that. I am sure those are some of the ones that you hear of a night down by the beach. Sure they are. Do you look like them? You still got to add them to the YouTube, Mandy, of course. These loads. And I get many migratory birds. Not at the moment. We do get loads, and I know we get loads. It's heading south. Loads of them stop off. There's a place called Martin Mere, which is a wildlife conservation placeage, which is just down, I think it's 6 or 7 miles away from here, I think it is. 10 kilometres or so. And the Canada geese that are always going south for winter always stop there. Normally on the way back they'll stop as well. Coots are normally in ponds. There's down by the beach there's a marine lake, but there's also loads of little smaller bodies of water. I am sure they're down there somewhere. It looks like them. If not, there's something that looks like the same coot. In fact, Yeah, black with the white face. It might be something else. Don't half look like them though. Your chat messages are doing weird stuff. You're on all messages, but it's not showing all. You might have to go back to top chat and then put it back to live chat and see if that makes everything come through. Because it does occasionally, it just drags through loads of stuff. It didn't show any pre-start. You thought you were on your own. It's very strange, isn't it? I must admit. Cooten Moorhen, right. I'll have to keep an eye out. See exactly what's happening. That's funny as well. We've had magpies, pigeons and something else in the back garden, just on the grass, and at no point can I get them calling at all. Not a single chat out of any of them. The pigeons just seem too cool for it, just bouncing around, giving it one of them, as though they're stoned, listening to Pink Floyd or something. It's happening, lad. Kirsty's bashing the food out there, fantastic stuff. What do I think you've been doing, Mandy? You've been doing well, as always. As always. Cheers. Saf wants chips and curry. Can't go wrong with that, mate. Can't go wrong with that. That used to be one of the staples coming out of the pub of a night. Curry rice and chips. Psycho Killer is a fantastic song. Talking Heads are weird as well, by the way. They're so beloved by everyone who likes cool music, and yet a huge amount of their sound is from Adrian Belew, who joined King Crimson with a very, very similar sound, and yet King Crimson don't get the same crossover kudos as Talking Heads do. We can't listen to them. They're prog rock. It's exactly the same style of music, but because it's King Crimson, you don't like it. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. Right, The Clash. Should I Stay or Should I Go? Up next. Get yourself queued up. You add that because Louise got Psycho Kitties. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Plus it's a boss tune, let's face it. It's a boss tune. So if you found a picture of your dad in his Porsche 944, now you are talking. Not a 911, a 944. 944s, 928s was the 933 as well. Very nice cars. I think my mate had a 924. A brown one. A brown 924. Marvellous stuff. Piano Man by Billy Joel, yep. That will go down very well with Angie as well, because that's on her stream quite a lot. It's an often requested song there. .928's are nice, I must admit. Like, not a huge Porsche fan, but I do like the 28s, 928s. The 933 as well I liked. Very rare, but I like them. I haven't even managed to see if there's any car YouTube on today. Because I've been so busy. Didn't manage a nap this morning, which is why I'm a little bit all over the place. Where's that firecracker? Yep, It is quiet without her. Put it on the list. Donkey Sean, Mandy, Donkey Sean. How does Angie get away with the copyright? I think what happens is they'll get a warning during the stream, and then the stream will stop, and then she just doesn't upload the videos by the look of it. I think that's about it, really. But they are getting a bit more arsey about it, I think. You're always quiet. Always. Has someone checked the car park yet? It needs to be checked to make sure it's sound. Yeah, we are all staff members. We are all staff members. If you keep speaking while the music's playing, you can get away with it. Just not even that, I don't think. One of the things that comes up is you can mute that part of the stream where someone's claimed. So if there's loads of claims, you're going to end up muting the entire stream, and you may as well just delete it. Gets rid of all the issues then. But we can ask her. Next time she's in, we'll ask her. Steve, check the dog and spot, mate. Check it out. There's a gang of zebras want to take over the car park as their territory. Not everything in black and white makes sense. They make a fantastic noise. Zebras. Zebra, of course, is also... what happened then? Is also the Scouse pronunciation of Deborah. Are you alright there, Zebra? True story. It's a hypothetical question. Let's say staff members were in a relationship, or perhaps hoping to be one. What's everyone's view? Would it be taboo? Oh, hang on.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It's there, Ali. Level 17, bloody hell. Yeah, Steve's already married. Just remember that. I've worked in plenty of I've worked in 2 pubs. We've had loads of people in relationships in the pubs. I think the idea is, don't bring your troubles through the front door. Take them home with you. Don't bring them in here. That's about it, really. Beyond that, don't think there's an issue. Yeah, I was talking while the music played at Goodison. I got a warning, but it didn't actually get classed as a copyright strike. It was just I think it's one of those ones where we can hear it. You should be able to hear it. Don't do it again, kind of thing. But I think I've got that sorted now anyway. They start ramping the music up about 45 minutes before kick-off. So if I stop, like I did the first couple of times, at 2:30, rather than 1:45. So I don't know, I can't remember what time it was. I stopped 45 minutes before, not half an hour before. How would zebras fare against llamas? I think zebras would win every time. Zebras kick really hard, like horses do, and bite as well. They're quite evil, zebras. Llamas are more relaxed, aren't they? Llamas smoke weed, zebras don't. Yeah, it depends if the partners find out. Sorry. Seth and Nick are the only single males, if you remember correctly. There's not many males in this, to be honest, is there? Zebras are pretty vicious, yep. Most zookeeper injuries are down to them. They are very, very evil. They bite a lot. I've seen them when they fight as well. Males. Oof. fighting over females, obviously. They will absolutely go to town on each other. Yep. Autocorrect does keep correcting Saf to safe for many people as well, by the look of it. You are a safe bet. And actually, that's a good question, Mandy. What exactly were you two up to in the cleaning closet of the other night? You don't think you'd like it? Seeing each other at home and work far too much. I've had people that I've worked with in the job that I do now who've ended up getting married. And I'm thinking to myself, it's 8 days a week, 25/8, 394 days of the year. Does it not get a bit too much? Especially when you're working somewhere where there's a, I don't know, it's a bit of an in-depth kind of job. Not stressful, but something where there's a lot involved, a lot riding on it. Is that a good idea? Maybe not. But if it works out for you, it works out, doesn't it? Does your bipolar ability still class you as single? It does, and also means that you can have a threesome with just you and your girl. Know what I mean? You don't remember anything. Yeah, stop sniffing the bleach. Or the harpic. Or the sillet bang. Don't be on the sillet bang. No matter how loudly Barry Scott shouts. You don't need any of that. Oh, Kirsty's doing overtime. Who's next for serving? Who's going to put the hand up to work behind the bar? Who's doing it? Have I missed anything? Who fancies a shift? Jesus. That's a bit Billy O'Gruff out there now. At least you know where your other half is, though. Yes. Unfortunately, I think it's part of the problem. You do, constantly. Oh, just seen that at the bottom. Saf is working, fantastic stuff. Lovely, lovely. When we're going to have our health and safety meeting, we need to have one. Definitely. Yes. Bang and the date is gone. Ali, you're going to try Steve, are you? Alright, sorry, you're going to try Steve. Love the smell of petrol and diesel. Yeah, I must admit, there is something about the smell of diesel in particular that I like. It's not just how I've got a diesel car. It's from those days of getting off the ferry of a cold December morning, just before Christmas. The sounds of Christmas songs on British radio, the sound of lorries, the smell of diesel. It's so evocative. I love it. Have you settled up yet with Kirsty? No running in the jacuzzi. It depends on what's running. If certain things are running, go and see a doctor, I would say. Proper tips. Plenty of tips there. Well deserved too. Graag gedaan. You tell him, Saf. Have you got blisters on your fingers? Is that why you can't pick your beer up? Get your orders in. Right, voice play. My mother told me. Would that be the thing I'm thinking of? Voice play sounds a little bit dodgy, doesn't it, to be honest? Surprise cocktail for Kirsty. If your nose runs and your feet smell, you've got your body on upside down. Or you are a Russian falling out of a window. Which, by the way, today's thumbnail, pretty girls make graves. As soon as I read that, I thought, there's a thing, isn't it, about pretty killers in America. Not just female either. I mean, Ted Bundy and Richard Ramirez got loads of female attention because they were good-looking fellas, but, you know, despite the fact that they were serial killers. But that's the thing that came up. Foxy Noxy came up. But then Amber Hildebrand came up. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's one of the thumbnails I'm most happy with lately. Just it makes perfect sense on many levels. So I'm pleased with that. A slow, comfortable juice. Very well behaved. Minty Sprite and vodka for Kirsty. Very nice. Steve, you got your back door open and all you can hear is the swifts swooping down. Swooping swifts. Simply sensational. There you go. Steve Stibbins' Simply Sensational Swooping Swifts. Spectacular. All I can hear, even with the window shut, is half of the Irish Sea smashing into the window. There's no need for that weather at all. Orange juice slowly squeezed over ice for our Ali. No ice. Oh. Next round's on Kirsty, who has found Bear Wedge, fam. Bear Wedge. Mandy gets the tea Maria and Coke double just because you're Kethanayat. Very smart. Top up coffee as well for Steve. Kirsty, no worries. See you in a bit. Mandy's pellet cage has been covered in sparrows all day. Not a euphemism. Pellet cage though, that does sound very euphemismic. Euphemismy. What is it? Euphemistic. Is it euphemistic? Must be. It's not euphemismy, is it? Euphemismish. No. Euphemistic. Let the ice melt. But then that waters down the orange. Big money coming out there again. Mandy's throwing the greenbacks around. Pellet cage, yep. It does sound very euphemistic. Fucking hell. What is wrong with me today? Apart from the no sleep, obviously. And the screaming left knee. Did Mandy win the Euro Millions? Did you? Did you? I was only 5 numbers away from it. Or was it 7? I can't remember. To be honest, I was nowhere near it. Yeah, for the birds, the hanging thing full of suet pellets. Do you like stuff like that, don't they? Some of them a bit fatty. Les Prongles for Ali, of course. Which flavour? There's only one answer to this one, I think. Which flavour of Pringles? Suet pellet cage. Again, that sounds like an actress. Married to Nicolas Cage. Suet Pellet. A Spanishy actress. Kirsty's back. Good stuff. Welcome back. Barbecue for Steve. Prefer it to the seeds. Yeah, because obviously fat is much better for them. It obviously fattens them up. Do you need it? Do you like it? What flavour Pringles have we got? Seth, you've made fish cakes and lentil curry if any of the staff want to tuck in. That sounds like it's worth having a go, mate. That really does. I'll have a bit of that. Right, Psycho Killer's come back up, but we're not having that. We are not having that. Sorry, we're not having it. Tenacious D, Hit Me Baby One More Time. If you want to stick that on, get it sorted, and I will press play fairly soon. Barbecue chicken. Cheesy chili and spring onion. Now cream cheese and chives. Now smoked ham and pickle. Rouse beef and mustard. Right, Tenacious D, there you go. Press play. Sour cream. I haven't had Pringles in ages. What are they classed as now? You can't class them as crisps, can you? Oh, a quid each off the car booty on Sunday. I think we should all be looking out for stuff like that. Now, obviously. But also, when we start getting further in towards the autumn, if you can start putting suety fat balls out for them, do that as well. We have to look after these poor birds. You want a packet of Tato Monster Munch? Is that Monster Munch, but they're from Munster and Ireland? Is that what that is? Barbecue ribs as well. Ooh, there you go. Throwing on some extra chips. You know what Steve needs for an evening outside. Sparking ne'er-do-wells left, right and centre. Bosh. Fed. Barbecue chicken thighs for Kirsty. Very nice, very nice. Things shouldn't be past the sell-by date. Stock rotation. Remember stock rotation. Oldest at the back. Pull forward. Sell. Sorry, oldest pull forward. New ones at the back. Eventually. Barbecue. It should be a barbecue. Definitely. Oh, Steve, football. Hang on. Have we got a score update? Expired in 1984. I think I got told that, but it was by the Eurythmics. What do we have in stock? What do we think of the squad? I haven't really looked at it, to be honest, mate. I just seen that Jared Branthwaite was in it, which means that we're going to sell him, because as soon as they go away with England, players from other clubs start tapping him up. So it was nice while we had him. But of course I'm not an England fan either. I am sort of... I prefer it if they win, but if they don't, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm not as hardcore as some of the Liverpool fans, but... Yeah, not my scene, man. I'd rather Everton win a throw-in than England win the World Cup. You know what I mean? It means more to me. Right? Rocks by your very own Primal Scream coming up. Monster Munch. See, I thought it was Monster Munch, but made in Munster. And then there was a rip-off one, like a Lidl or Aldi Leinster Munch. Pickford's still in there, as he should be. I love all the fact that the media keep going on about it. Should Ramsdale be there? Should Nick Pope be there? He has never had a bad game for England, Pickford. He scored for them, he saved penalties, he's done all kinds of stuff. But because the media hate Everton, they will rather have anyone else playing in goal rather than him. Stupid. Has the match been on? Or is it not today, Saf? Do we know? Wasn't news on stock rotation, Ali. No worries. We'll look into it. There could be a training issue. Might be a training issue. Might not be. Just a gentle reminder to everyone. Newest at the back. Pull the oldest forward. Sell the oldest first. All about stock rotation. Something that we got hammered constantly with. Not just on the cold shelves, the stuff on the warm shelves as well. Like, you know, the split minerals and the baby minerals and the fruit juices and things like that. Or even the gold label, that little fortified wine. Some fella asked me for one day, and I went to get him one off the cold shelf, and he had a proper go at me. Called me a Sassenach. Some Scottish fella. Cultureless Sassenach. You will kill the flavour. So I had to get him a warm one instead. At which point he was delighted. I've never been called a Sassenach since. Just it was that one off. But I was quite impressed with it. If you're going to have a go at me, make it decent. No, make it poetic. Being called a Sassenach, I think, is pretty poetic. So if you forgot to look, you've been busy with other stuff. It happens, mate, doesn't it? As John Lennon himself said, life's what happens when you're busy making other plans, which I think is a spectacularly good way of looking at things. It's an away game anyway. Oh well. It could be Chelsea fans, we could be. I could have been actually. My dad stood on the centre circle at Stamford Bridge in 1982 with Ken Bates, who was trying to sign him from Middlesbrough. And he said, how much am I going to get? Said, don't worry about your wages, we'll sort that out later. No, how much am I going to be on? Don't worry about that. Get us into the first division, I'll sign you a blank cheque. I'm going to ask you one more time, how much am I on per week? Yeah, don't worry about that. He went, alright, fuck off. Give us me expenses. And we went and jumped on a plane and went to the Netherlands instead. Much better. And they went and signed Kerry Dixon because they couldn't sign me dad, which didn't turn out too bad for them, really, did it? Atalanta have taken the lead. Is that against the run of play? Is that against the idea of how can Atalanta be winning? We played Atalanta in the Europa League 6-7 years ago now, is it? There was lots of trouble. In town especially. They turned up thinking that they were hard as nails because they were Italian, and then they got absolutely battered all around town. Doormen flying off club doors, knocking shite out of them. I mean, to the point where there's a couple getting done for attempted murder. That's how bad it was. I think it was a big shout to any away fans. If you go into the city centre, don't think you can walk around attacking anyone because everyone will stick together. You know what I mean? What flavour crisps do we have? So the captain's going to call. Good stuff. In Welsh, English is Saesneg. And Welsh, of course, is Cymraeg. Not good. He's a cheer for Tottenham in their match against Man United. Are all these teams disappeared now? I've seen Spurs and Newcastle moaning about having to play one replay game in about 5 years. It's too many games. As soon as the season finished, they flew off to Australia to play a game over there for money. Absolutely despise the Premier League. Just the greediest shower of bastards on earth. You're not watching, you've got updates from TNT Sport. Right. Just coming through, bit by bit. Just a little bit. A little bit more. Who was that? Wasn't Gina G, was it? I don't know. Yeah, don't be lazy. Clear the shelf, clean it, shove the racks through the gas wash, put everything back oldest at the front. Has to be said, there speaks somebody who's worked behind the bar. Proper clean. Championes, great stuff, Ali, great stuff. The Irish language, England is Sassenach. I would think it'd be the same in Scottish, which is why the fella called me a Sassenach. I would have thought. You Sassenach, you ruined the flavour. I don't know, mate. The only people who drink this stuff are fucking tramps, you know what I mean? Angie, how you doing? Sorry, tramps, hobos, for the American people in now. It's a different kind of tramp over there, isn't it? Yeah. Homeless. Yeah, but they're the only people that used to drink Gold Label. Lunatic Scotsmen and fucking tramps. There you go. Cheers, bear paw friends. How's it going, yeah, Roy? Rai G. Rai G sounds like a rapper. Apparently you're annoying, Ali. You're not annoying. Not remotely annoying. Stop saying you're annoying, it really annoys me. And what are you having? Saf is behind the bar, as you can see on the screen. Yes, you were missed on Sunday, Angie. You were missed on Sunday. I hope you had a good time. I catch up with all your buds. Depeche Mode, Never Let Me Down Again. If you want to join in, get on that. We're going to press play fairly soon. Our fearless leader. I've never been called a fearless leader before. Been called a dickhead many a time, like. Elliot, you are far from annoying, definitely. Yeah, Kirsty can be annoying. Just ask Steve. Not Raiji. You have to go back and tell me about that one because I've missed that, haven't I? It was a healing weekend. You can't remember what you're pronouncing. Cymraeg, isn't it? Cymraeg. A healing weekend sounds like something all of us could benefit from now and then. Laughter is the best medicine. It is, unless you've got an amputation, at which point, you know, some kind of paracetamol might work a little bit better. I love all those things, you know. That saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But Stephen Hawking never won the Olympic volleyball championship, did he? So, that's all I'm saying. Saf said you're annoying. Ali, he's pulling your pigtails, that's all it is. That's what you used to do to the girl that you fancied in school, wasn't it? Run behind her, pull her pigtails, I hate you, and then run off, love you. Kirsty does have her moments. Kirsty has some fantastically, spectacularly moments. Ali wants a full list of what crisps we have. It's not a wine list. But But there may well be a crisp list, a crisp and a snack list, because there might possibly have been something I should have done a while ago, which I haven't. Fuck's sake. Yes. And you want a slippery nipple and a drink as well if you can, a vodka chaser. Yes, Mandy made snacks for the bar, and me, being an absolute helmet, forgot to put them on there when I could have just pressed buttons now. And no. I might have to search back through them, see if I can find them, as you are aware of the fact that I deleted loads of stuff by accident. Well, I thought, was it by accident or was it just by this folder needs to go, otherwise I won't delete any of it whatsoever, I need the space, which I do when I'm recording in 8K, going a 5-minute walk, and I've recorded more than the entire history of BBC sitcoms in the entire history. It's mad. Yeah, don't judge, Shaf, just pour. Kirsty, they're not just salt and vinegar McCoys, are they? They're salt and malt. Give us a bag of salt and malt. Salt and malt. Going to send them again. Thank you, Mandy. I will put them into the do not delete file. Kirsty, when you're saying do you want some, is that like the Wealdstone Raider? You want some? You've got no fines. Yes, in your defence, every staff member should know what we have. Good point. I like that. It's a good point. Slippery nipples for all. With Saf's tip as well. Very slippery. Yep. Good point, isn't it, Steve? Good point. Ali's doing well. Salt and malt on proper fish and chips, the first thing you're going to get when you get to the UK. I would suggest that to anybody who comes over. The first thing, because you're never going to live it down, you need to have proper fish and chips. If you can find them with a place that do them in newspaper, even better. Jess Ashcroft, someone delete that. Just sounds like a ne'er-do-well. Oh, hang on.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Jess has levelled up. How you doing, kidlet? I haven't seen you in ages, Jess. I've seen you twice today. Which is more than enough. Coming round here causing kerfuffles. What are you having? Get your order in. Saf's working behind the bar. Steve, it is going up. It's there. Angie, technically challenged. What we are doing is we're having a virtual jukebox. We have the Bears Paws YouTube list, and I've added some of that onto Spotify, which I'm now playing in the corner, that side even. But I don't want to get copyright strikes, so the sound's not coming out. If anyone wants to listen, just see what's playing in the corner and then play it on your own device. Pip, I've read the inaugural streak through the pub. I think we've had a couple of close calls, normally with Saf, with his socks missing and things like that, so we're getting close. Good to see you, bud. Yeah, just walks in and levels up. Something fishy going on. Well, I do need the kidney at some point, you know what I mean? Got to keep her sweet. Yeah, are you volunteering? That's a good question. It's a good question. What's up, all your devoted fans? You've got no fans. Even I'm not a fan, Jess. I hate you and everything you stand for. Remember that. Everything your organisation stands for. Yep, Cherio did it and he got barred for it. Well and truly. Seth's got singers in his locker. Nepotism at its finest. Seriously. She wouldn't get anything. Not a chance. The next song on the Bears Paws Juki is Sifo, Hot Sticks, Mabuse and Burnout. So if you want to listen to that, find it on either Spotify or on YouTube. We're going to we're going to press play any second. Well ahead of the curve. You were the first one to spy the midgets on llamas, so way ahead of the curve. So you've got a lint for Angie. Oh, nice. Nah, don't kick it out yet. Not yet. Keep an eye on her though. Watch what she's up to. A depth charge. Jeez, Pip. Depth charges, man. Remember them from back in the day? End up in some terrible states as a result. Dad's famous. He isn't. Genuinely isn't. But he is massive in India for some strange reason. The Indian subcontinent seem to like sparrows, blue tits, thrushes and robins from the back of Southport Gardens. Seems to be going well. Anyone seen the zebras? No, but I've spotted the cheetahs. I have to give myself a dad joke for that, aren't I? Or was it? Did I spot the leopards? The leopards, wasn't it? Yes, an unpleasant blast from the past. Swiftly moved on. About 300 or 400 away from the partner programme. We are getting close. We are getting close. And Jess, we are family. Don't trust those stripy bastards. No. They look like Newcastle fans. Therefore they cannot be trusted. And you love Lindt chocolates. Nice. Silent disco. Yep, that's what it is. A silent disco. Push buttons. Go on, I dare you, Jeff. Don't start, Jeff. I'm not in the mood. Steve, do you not see what happened to Chadio? He was exceptionally offensive and horrible, and has fallen out with a lot of people in our community. Not good. Ellen's put the dookie on. Is right, lid. Is right. What do we all think of Pepsi Max Cherry? That is a bloody awful name. Is that one of your mates, is it? Bloody stupid name. Is that one of those ones like Chardonnay or Chablis? I'm going to call me kid Pepsi Max Cherry because it sounds dead sophisticated. Know what I mean? Nah, you're alright, love. I'll stick with the 0%. Perona in the area. Yep, it's one of Saf's songs. It's one of the good things about having this little jukebox as well, is because people get their opportunity to put in their music, the stuff that they listen to, and not everything is stuff that we will have heard. So it's a good opportunity to get things, I don't know, possibly introduce people to different music they wouldn't normally even know where to find, is a good way of putting it, I suppose. Oh, shite. Who's next on the bar? Hell, yes. Staff's doing overtimes, I do apologise. Yeah, as Angie said, it's not particularly good telling people within your community that you hope that they stop breathing, etc. Not good at all. Oh, hang on, I've just seen that pop up.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Kirsty, level 18, Jesus. He was Steve, but there's certain things, you can let people get away with so much. There's things that you can and can't do within a community, and that's lost them a lot of friends, I think. Yes, not good at all. Ali's sorting out the stock room. Chaddy know what to Chaddy go, yeah. How did one of the zebras end up in the toilets? I think he went in for a stripe. Saf, pop it in the breast pocket, be careful. Once in there, you might never leave. Right, who's next behind the bar? Who's working? Who fancies it? I know, yeah, we all know what's going on in the stock room. Who's working next? Whose turn is it behind the bar? Ali, you up next, are you? I can find you. Oh, right, sorry, hang on. There you go. Jess, you're working behind the bar. You will get tips. You will get tips. Seffy's popping out for the fag. Oh, by the way, Jess, you're not getting paid in real life for this. You are not getting paid in real life for this. I'll be next and Angie after that. So we have got a little bit of a rota going on now. I am going to set up a rota at some point on days where I haven't got to be up at stupid o'clock in the morning running around doing shizzle. Trying to get a zebra out the toilets is not fun because he keeps trying to bite you. Coax them out, coax them. Yeah. Jess, you can't be broke. I sent you money earlier on, by the way. Don't eat yellow snow. That's a good tip. Yep. Also, don't wipe your arse on a broken bottle. Another good one. Bite back. Yeah. Take no shit, man. Bite back. Right, go on. Cocktail hour, Jess. Got to start making cocktails. Kirsty wants a cocktail. Oh, hang on. Shine Down. Her name is Alice. I'll go back to the start with that one. That's now playing in the corner. The zebra infiltration has begun. We have to watch out. It started off outside, didn't it? With crossings on the road. And the next thing you know, they're in your toilets. Jess is making something special secret recipe. Look forward to seeing this. Is this one of Kirsty's? All the out-of-date stock will be gone in the bin. Yes, it needs to go. And we need to be careful where we put it as well, because otherwise there could be all kinds of weird animals trying to eat it. We don't want that. No wildlife. You can't clean the toilets with them in there with the zebras in. Jess, Ali wants a cup of tea. Or a cap of splosh, as it's known. Mandy will have a surprise cocktail. Does it involve vodka slush? Yes, that what you had the other day in the gold packet thing seemed to be fairly well received. Do you want the easy way or the legal way? No tea in your pub. Right, two things. Yes, tea. One, not your pub, my pub. Yes, soft drinks for those who don't want to drink alcohol. Not everyone is as bad as you. Little piss tank. Coffee for Saf as well. Yep. As long as it gets out of there. 12 bore shotgun, back of the head. Bye bye zebra. Mocktail for Ali then, if that's the case. You had the slush vodka thing. Was that the gold stuff that you showed me when it was parked up the other day? When you so rudely interrupted my flow. My stream flow. Toilet issue resolved. New pub special tonight. Zebra and chips in a basket. Should go down well, that shouldn't it? It's behind the safe next to the special stash. Is that behind the safe or behind the Saf? We need to know this. I wouldn't trust you to pour drinks. Your ratio is terrible. This could end up heroically wrong then, couldn't it? It's a twist on the horse in lasagna, isn't it? When people started to find out they were eating horse, they were all, I can't believe I was eating horse. What? Wasn't a 6 foot drumstick enough to wise your mind up like? This doesn't look normal. Tesco's lasagna with horse in it. Jeez. Angie's got special brownies for everyone. I wonder what kind of brownies they are. The one that you got in the golf place had popping candy in it. Oh, you told me about that the other night, weren't you? It's only cheesy chilli and spring onion in stock for Pringles. Les Pringles, we need to sort this out. Yes, Saf's still searching for his sock. It's been missing for 3 weeks in the pub. Shopping list. Pen. Post it. Go ahead, Ali. Right, up next, human wine, Rivolta Silenziosa. So it's balanced towards alcohol, yeah. All flavours of Pringles and some tea bags. Bacon fries, got to have bacon fries. Got to. What's the jukebox? Well, Steve, we do have this on. There's a Bears Paws YouTube playlist where people can add stuff to it. I've also copied a lot of that over to a Spotify playlist just so it shows in the corner. I have got the links somewhere. But for the life of me, I can't find it. I will put it back in there at some point though. All variety of crisps as well. Nuts. Pork scratchings. Yes, Saf, those brownies will make you not only look for your eyes, They will make you smell colours and things like that, you know what I mean? Popcorn chocolate bars. Is that a thing, Ali, or are you doing Kirsty's slidey writing where it just puts out random words? Or is that the what 3 words? Popcorn chocolate bars. Is that a cry for help? Is that where you are at the moment? Somewhere off the west coast of Ireland, screaming for help. On one of those little islands off Ireland. Some plain old fudge brownies too. Hi, Dad again. Say hi to me, please. I'm such a big fan. Jess. Hi. Hi. Hi, Jess. Hi. Are you alright, Jess? Are you alright? Do you need a lift to work in the morning, Jess? Would that help you out any? Do you need any more money, Jess? Yes, Angie, that Jess is my Jess. Which is a bit like this land is your land, isn't it? That is the child, or the adult now, actually. I was going to call her part child, part adult, but that makes Chad, and I think we Chadult. We don't need that, do we? You locked links on your clipboard, but you don't know which is which. Well, the one that's got YouTube in it will be the YouTube one, and the one that's got Spotify in it will be the Spotify one, I would think. I have got stuff. In fact, you know what? I'm in the Spotify bloody thing now, aren't I? Share. I'm actually in the Spotify bleeding playlist. What an idiot. I could have just copied it and done this, what I'm doing now. Giza second. There you go. That one is the Spotify playlist. If you click on that, there should be 40 odd songs, I think. What I'm doing is, though, I am doing a shuffle, so it just comes on every now and then. Toilet roll, kitchen roll, bin bags, new mops. The zebras bit them, of course they did. Evil bastards. That was a load of shite. Embrace All You Good People is up next. Put that on. Till roll situation is looking okay. We're doing alright. You need a lift home from the club on Saturday. It's not Saturday though, is it, Jess? By the time I pick you up, it's Sunday. How nice was the sky this week, Jess? Even though it was early. 3:30 when I actually got a phone call. By the time we got there and the girls went through McDonald's, as we were leaving, the sky started looking absolutely amazing. All your beers went, by the way, Jess. I drank them all. They were lovely. The midgets want to know if they can base the biker gang there, or they are threatening to kneecap people if they can reach. They'll need a couple of step ladders for that, won't they? The most YouTube links still decides to me. Fair enough. Watch that one later. That's something completely different. Where am I? Bears Paws Jukebox. Hang on. Copy the link. And there is the YouTube version as well. If you go into that, open that up. Right, come on, I'm back now. If you go into that YouTube link, it should allow you to then add songs that you want. That's gone completely blurry now, hasn't it? It's gone completely blurry. Why does it keep doing this to me? Don't look at the bleeding lights behind me. Look at the on-screen talent. Fucking on-screen talent, honest. Yeah. Anybody order change from the bank? I can go to Poey. I can shoot down the Poey. Get loads of that. Bank holiday Monday next week it is as well, isn't it? It's annoying me this now. Stockroom cleared, yep. Big up the non-alcohol. You're going to drink the alcohol for me. Thanks, Jess. Right, so now when it's restocked, we all should know we should. Where's Horace and Kippers? They will only be here at the weekend on the Sunday streams, unfortunately. So they are currently piss-balling about round there. Hang on. Is that any better? Come on. Stay like that now. So you are nice. We know you're nice. Right, a bit of Embraces playing there. Saf didn't provoke you once tonight. So they are weekend staff, they are. They spend the rest of the time going round at poetry recitals and listening to freeform jazz in their classic cars. Horace would have a classic car, wouldn't he? I mean, seriously. Horace would have an MGB GT, I think. Oh, man. Those thermos things, man. I made that cup of tea, how many hours ago? Many hours ago, and it's just burnt my face off. Managed to get the zebra out the toilet and out the back door. Out of the way. They're not allowed in anymore, they're barred. Bank holiday, Leo Sayer in the bear garden. We could do. Oh, thin ice there, Saf, thin ice, mate. Don't annoy a red-headed Irish woman. Especially not a little pocket rocket like Ali. She will go Earth Van Rental, mate. What do we think about pink gin and lemonade? That almost sounds like Madonna, doesn't it? Pink elephants and lemonade, dear Jessie. I've never tasted pink gin and lemonade. It does sound very, very, I don't know, very sophisticated for a little scruff like you, to be honest. What are you doing being as sophisticated as that? I thought you'd be more, give us a bottle of Lambrini there, girl. One of them. Is MGBGT the new Pride? It could well be. It's a car for everyone. Word to your mullah. Yeah, playing with fire there, mate. Playing with fire. Literally. Oh, man. Shattered. Absolutely shattered. It's your fault, this, Jess. It's your fault. All of it. It's all your fault. Man, you made a pink gin for George Melly once. See, that makes perfect sense. If George Melly was going to drink a drink, it would be pink gin. Was he wearing an outlandish suit? Used to like outlandish suits, didn't he, George Melly? Another Scouser as well, of course. who ended up being famous for being a rhyme and slang. He was, of course. What else could you expect from him? George Melly, the man from the telly. Yeah, I love Roger Melly. Fantastic. The Viz was great back then. I love that phrase they used as well. When he was having to introduce, what was it? Antiques Roadshow, I think it was. And he managed to get halfway through the show without swearing once. And here we are at like Warwick Castle, slap bang twat in the middle of. Still use that to this day. Slap bang twat in the middle of somewhere. Very nice man. We haven't had any subsequent reports, have we, of him being a ne'er-do-well. Kirsty, yep. Jess, where's Kirsty's cocktail? Can it be a slushy? Make it slushy. Ali, you going into the kitchen? Anyone wanting while you're in there? A report on whether or not that zebra's gone for good. We don't want to crawl him back in. Don't need that at all. Did you bring any presents from your trip, Angie, did you? We've got another flag up there as well. I forgot about that. You can't see it, so I don't know why I'm pointing at it, but Illinois is up there as well now. So we have 6 of the 50 states are up there now. How good is that? Did you already drink it, Kirsty? You should know these things if you did. Alright, Jess is making a slushy, don't worry. Basket of chips. A proper basket of chips for Steve, a big one. Keep your man fully fed. Doing remarkable work outside. He was performing with the BBC orchestra. Some of them were tits though. I can imagine. I really can. Rock musicians are bad enough, but those highfalutin classical knobs. Did any of them go, Bach, by any chance? Saf wants some peace and quiet. Saf, I'd be careful. You'd be getting loads of peace and quiet in intensive care by the time Ali catches up with you. Most of the BBC, I don't know, I think some of the BBC are sound. Just not allowed to be. A lot of them. Lowenbrow export. That's another old school drink, that one. I like that. Yep, Steve, it is a good job of Saf's in another hemisphere, but never underestimate the power of an Irish woman scorned. Just think, every single place in the world has an Irish bar. That's not by accident. That's the network. Go and do my bidding for me. You are taking your chances, Saf, you are. Deep breath, yep. Definitely deep breath. Oh, right. This is a bit early, this one tonight, but the Gap band, Oops Upside Your Head. We are going to have to jump on the floor and dance to this soon. And if you don't know what the dance moves are to this, just get on the floor and follow everyone else. Is this purely a British and Irish kind of thing? Is there anywhere else on earth that does this? Anger management. Still haven't seen that. There's loads of films I haven't seen. I have every intention of watching stuff and then 6 months go by and I've been just doing something else completely. Mandy, it is. It's pulling the pigtails and running away, hoping to get a chase off the girl he fancies. Oh, I got me letter as well. No one knows I was. Because I've got my blue badge, I am classed as being disabled-ish. I can get half price on my road fund licence, my car tax. So I am getting half of that back. You see, it's not the principle, it's the money. I can spend it on stuff. I'm back to the dentist, aren't I? Next week, so whoop-de-feckin' do. Far too expensive. Far too expensive. Blues Brothers is your happy place to go. The original, I'm hoping. The original. Because Blues Brothers 2000 was like an absolute backstreet abortion of a film. The original was superb. And how can you not like something that's got John Candy in it? Everything with John Candy in it is better. 4 orange whips. Yep, Ali, you're next on the bar. You are, aren't you? It's good you've seen that there, to be honest with you. Saf's opening the pomegranate Bavaria. Lovely stuff. Where are the fire breathers? You need them to help remove the zebra so you can put the rubbish in the bins out back. Isn't that just the normal way of things? All you want to do is go and put the rubbish out and there's just fucking zebras everywhere. Zebras everywhere. My phone's still going mad. Tips for Jess, yeah. Good shift there, Jess, good shift. Is anyone else hearing the whiny noise? Careful, Saf, be careful. What's your poison? Go on. What are we having? I'll have another alcohol-free beer, I think, for me. The midgets say they can't retrieve the darts. I'll go and get the step ladder. I've got a step ladder. My real ladder left home when I was 5 years old. The Bavaria is sweet. Is it nice though? That's the main thing. And you're going to crack open your 12-year-old Bushmill single barrel. Oh, I think. Very nice. Proper old school. Bit of Bushmills, yep. Tips for all the people behind the bar. Fantastic stuff as always, Kirsty. Surprise Mandy. She likes a surprise. Up next, Duran Duran and Rio. I'm sure we've all heard this one. Try prying it away. I wouldn't dream of it. Right, are you ready with your Durun? Is that what he called it? Durran, that was it, wasn't it? Right. Up next, it's Darren. 2 weeks later, it was Duran. Yes, we know it was. Tony Blackburn, you absolute helmet. I don't trust Tony Blackburn. Don't trust him at all. I reckon he's going to get a knock on the door at some point. Just saying, like. It's nice. What more can you ask for? That's all you need, really, isn't it? It's the same with most drinks. If you want to get drunk, that's even better. But if you don't, just does it taste nice? Yes, Pip. Exactly. There's something just Most of those 70s DJs, there's something about them that doesn't come across well, which is why so many of them have ended up in jail. But he just seems like one of them as well. Does it taste like pomegranate? Does it actually taste the pomegranate? And you want 2 cones for your drink? Get them sorted, go on. At 10 you've got to go and check on the cat. Not a problem. Not a problem, Kirsty. And there you go, 2 cones. As opposed to toucans. I didn't realise it was such a long song, Rio. 5 minutes 37 seconds. You'd think all them would be like 3 minutes, wouldn't you? 3 minutes 20 at most. Apparently not. Who'd have thunk it? Cubes, they're different. 2 cubes. Again, it sounds like a rap nickname, doesn't it? Yeah, they like, call me like 2 cubes, you know what I'm talking about. Any chocolate cake with chocolate custard? Controversial. Chocolate custard with chocolate cake, is that overkill on chocolate, or is that actually work better? Oh, so it's like the fake pomegranate juice, but mild and sweet. Nice. We're getting loads of stuff out here, aren't we? Loads of snacks, loads of drinks. Let's open the window slightly. I am melting. Not overkill, right? So it works well. More cigar. More of anything's got to be better, hasn't it? It is warm, and that is a really, really horrible night out there, but fresh air, man. It's horrible out, absolutely horrible out there. Windy, rainy, cold. You wouldn't send a dog out in this. Jess, if you're still there, could you go to the shop for me? Is this thing on? Ali's Hank. Oh. Let's put a complaint in. The hot tub is empty, shall we? Have you got your socks with you, Saf? Have you got your socks? Mint ice cream with hot chocolate cake for you. Angie's brownie gave you the munchies. You must have had the wrong one, right? Mint, I love mint ice cream. The cake is sweet and the custard is a bit more savoury. But it's not over the top, there's not too much chocolate. That's fair enough. I do like the juxtaposition of hot and cold. So, like, hot cherry pie with ice cream on it. Things like that. Cold, some kind of coldy cake with hot custard as well. That's always nice. Double diamond and some peanuts. Peanuts on a card. Planters peanuts on a card behind the bar. And when you remove them all, It's a lovely lady. Hang on, just checking the stream health. No drop frames, but it seems to go a little bit weird for me there. Yeah, that is the reason with the chocolate cake. Get it in ye. Saf's barefoot. Right. Well, vanilla ice has come up, so a bit of heist baby. Does Double Diamond still exist? It does in the consciousness of those of us of a certain age. I don't think it exists as a drink anymore. Perhaps, I don't know. Remind you what Double Diamond is. It was it a strong lager, Double Diamond? Or was it a pale ale, was it? It's a proper 70s drink. Used to be on the bar in the 1970s, but it died out very soon in the 80s. You had Jaffa Cake ice cream in Yorkshire a couple of years ago, Steve. It was lush. That sounds exceptional. I love Jaffa Cakes. So if you ordered a pack of iced zoo biscuits but the seal is broken, there you go. You're having a dad joke for that one. Did you hear about the Eskimo who broke down in his car in Wales? When the AA turned up, he said, "Oh, I'll see what's happened. You've blown a seal." He said, "So what, you fuck sheep?" 70s joke for you there. Watney's Red Barrel. Or Watney's Party 7 to go with it. It's like all our yesterdays, this, isn't it? Mandy, I'd love a baby shame. Yep. Or a little bottle of pony. Remember that stuff? What was pony? Was that a Perry? Little Perry, wasn't it? Fortified Perry. Cherry B, go ahead. And you've never had Bushmills, what better time to try it than now? Exactly. For applause at the pause. Marvellous. Yep, Ali, go and have your sandwich. Saf's going to watch the bar for you. So much noise out there. You might start talking with an Irish accent now. That's how it gets you. Snowball, the bottled one though, yeah, obviously the bottled one. They were quite popular, weren't they, for a while? 70s especially, definitely. I'm trying to think what else we had. What else was big back then? Right, up next on the Dukey, Thompson Twins, Hold Me Now. I've still got it, it's there. It's there. 1984 or 85, I can't remember, but the 12-inch single is still in there from the 80s. Yep, showing your age, as we all are here, because we all know these drinks. We all know them well. Okay, as they finish cleaning the toilets, let's have a look. See what they look like. They are looking spotless, spotless.
Hoo-yah!
Fantastic. Lovely and clean. Try the Bushmills with either dark chocolate or cheese. That will work, even though I've never had it and I don't drink shorts. I know that wine with dark chocolate or cheese also works perfectly. There's something within dark chocolate or cheese that makes the flavour taste 100 times better. It's amazing. Give it a go. And also, dark chocolate is also pretty good for you. Not too much of it, obviously. And you're laying in bed with your Trudy girl. Where have the doggers gone? They haven't gone to another pub, have they? We haven't lost customers. Oh, man. What song are we on? We are now on Hold Me Now by the Thompson Twins. They're running away from the zebras. They might well be. The doggers want to just turn up and have a nice quiet time. The next thing you know, there's midgets on llamas and there's absolute gator going on outside. Zebras fighting with all kinds of other stuff. Special water. The water in my joke around tastes like what it water. The whiskey bottles need changing. Sounds like they do. I'll do that. I'll sort that out. Don't worry. I'll go in the spirit locker. We used to have a spirit locker. What do we do in case of a llama versus zebra war? We live stream the shit out of that. Definitely. People will pay huge amount of money to watch that. Pay-per-view, the Origami channel, pay-per-view, come on. And we bet on it is right. 100% right, Pip. If anyone wants to run a book, you've got my express written permission to do that. Yeah, hero. Watch from the safety of the pub. Very, very good. Yep. Whoever invented Campari and soda needs locking up, by the way. That always reminds me of Billy Connolly. Do you remember that sketch that he did on the Kenny Everett show? Well, he's obviously a Glasgow hard man who walks into a bar. As knee crusher McGee and tonight. No. Axeman McGrew. No. Gives a Campari and soda. Ur belly. Fantastic. I don't even know what Campari tastes like. I have drank most things behind the bar over the years. I don't think we ever had Campari. Joan Collins, was it? I remember she was in an advert, wasn't she, with Leonard Rossiter? Which was funny. Dessert in your mouth. Good save, yes. Dessert in your mouth, instant dryness. Desert in your mouth, right? Wonder why that is. Is that like dry as in dry martini or dry white wine, that kind of dry? Or is it, I don't know, is it sort of tang? I think a midget might be getting kidnapped by the zebras. Maybe, do you know what, I might be wrong here, but maybe they've seen Racing Stripes, that kid's film, and they just think it's a jockey. Maybe that's what it is. And you just dropped a glass and it broke on your foot. What? No. Be careful. Be careful. Lorraine Chase. Ah, yeah. Luton Airport. I thought it was someone. I couldn't work out who it was. Yes, I remember Lorraine Chase doing that now. Leonard Roster and Joan Collins would have been Martini Bianco. Joan Collins retweeted one of my tweets as well, which was having a go at the government, and she's a big Tory, and even she hated them at that point. It was in the papers. True blue Tory Joan Collins retweets some scruffy scouse gimp, or words to those as effects. Did he tame? That's it, you see. I'm still convinced those Mijets are jockeys. They can ride anything. Put tea towels on the list too, and dishcloths. Every pub always needs dishcloths. You could have bought a box of them yesterday, and as you're going down to the shops, does anyone need anything? Get more dishcloths, because we always go through them, always. Do bonnet and lemonade for the little lady. Do bonnet. That's a, I don't know, that's a Del Boy, that, isn't it? A Del Boy drink, and do bonnet and lemonade. Yep, the midgets are back. How far away are they? Yeah, in real life or in the pause, which, yeah, it's a big difference. Big difference. You went out to have a smoke. Do you have a pancake as well? A blend of aromatic herbs and spices, if you remember correctly, and you normally do. Oh, I'll go back to the start of this one. Ashley McBride and Brenda Put Your Bra On. Brenda Put Your Bra On. That's up next. Are we sending the remaining dishcloths out to the laundromat? We don't need to do that. Every pub's got a washing machine somewhere in it. Real life. Be careful, Angie, be careful. There's a washing machine in the basement. We've always got washing machines. Chuck 'em in jacuzzi. Sunshine outdoors. Right, Brenda's putting a bra on. Yes, be careful, Angie. Don't mess around with glass. Make sure it's all picked up. You might not be able to see it, but it will find you. Always does. Always does. Especially if you stand on it. Oh, man. Done that a couple of times. It is hellish. Even little bits of glass, little tiny bits. Oh, man. Just found a drunk midget using a peg bag as a hammock. Got to say fair play to him for thinking that one through. The washing machine's blocked. It's not spinning out. What? Do we need to phone someone? I've got a mate called Hot Point Tom. The reason why he's called Hot Point Tom, and you're not going to believe this, his name's Tom and he worked for Hot Point. Therefore, he got called Hot Point Tom. Just like Glasses John. John's an optician. Everyone calls him Glasses John. I'm pretty sure you'll say, well, as far as nicknames go, it's not really well thought through. It's not, you haven't really put too much effort into it. But no, if you say Glasses John, everyone knows who it is because it's John who makes glasses. There's a simplicity to these things, you know what I mean? Check the filter. Yeah, Pip, the midgets only ever appear when you turn up. So, if you're coming in the van, just check the back before you leave. You might be bringing them in. Kirsty, no worries. You take care as well. And you stay safe. If we're ordering a taxi, and be quiet when you're leaving. Our neighbours need to sleep and all that rubbish. How great am I as a landlord? bollocks to them next door. Oh man, that is still really, really, really hot. Got a mate who's a gynecologist, and you know what you call him. Yep. He's a stuck up. Yeah. Right. We're doing a wee bit of the time warp again. If anyone wants to get up on the dance floor. For Damien. I'm saying Damien because there's a footballer called Damien. Doing the time warp. Careful in the parking lot. Yes, be careful out there. There's all kinds going on. Be right back, okay, Saf? No worries, mate. If electricians are called sparkies and carpenters are called chippies, why are plumbers not called drippies? That's a very good question. Very good question. Anyone know? If anybody's watching this on the repeat or replay, what did he call them? Video on demand. If you know the answer to that, put it in the comments. I want to know these things. I had a mate whose nickname was Sparky. We only called him that because he got hit by lightning 3 times in 1 year. You're back? No, you said you'd be right back and you were. Fair play to you. There are some old films you've seen. Kind of films are they, Pep? What kinds of films are they, mate? Yep. Yeah, if you're back in time, we will leave the back door on the latch. Don't put the chub on. First dog, you called him Sparky. Our assistant manager in the pub was Sparky. He was from Middlesbrough. He was a Middlesbrough fan, and when he turned up to do his interview to get the job, he found out that an ex-Middlesbrough footballer was there. His mind was blown. Mandem the good old days, mate. Before we had to start paying bleeding bills and things. Yep, Mark Hughes was called Sparky as well. Good North Wales lad. Wrexham fan, wasn't he? I'm sure he said he used to watch me dad. 6 degrees of separation there, man. Just ring the bell if you want Ali. She's trying to fix the washing machine. We can do that. Don't worry about it. Oh, speaking of the bell, watch your ears. I might have to try and do this on the fly kind of thing. Hang on. Is that quieter? Right, last orders. I forgot to do that last week, didn't I? I should have done that last week. Why didn't I do that last week? Steve, your football hero was Mark Hughes. He was a fantastic player. Ended up playing for Everton as well. But another one of those players that we got when he was shit. Way past his best. I think he only scored 1 goal, and that was against Wolves. It was a header. Yeah. Same as we had Paul Gascoigne played for us. Way too late. David Ginola. Way too late. Richard Goff, we signed him. We had him for 1 season, I think, and he was brilliant. Sorry, I woke Ruby up. I do apologise. Right, remind me to go in and change that. Fucking hell. Everything I do it for you. Is normal. It's normal loudness. and then as soon as I put it on here, for some reason it goes Van Rental. Right, more Clash. Bit of Rockety Casbah. Get ready for it. Can't fix the machine. Steve, get your massive tool out. It's needed. James Rodriguez as well, yes. But to be fair to him, he was still playing really well when he signed for us. We did bring through Wazza, we did. But we never got the best of him either. My shuffle is rubbish. You haven't seen my shuffle. We haven't played cards before, Mandy. It's not my shuffle, it's fucking Spotify's shuffle. Don't be blaming me for Spotify's shite. Angie's back, how you doing? You're okay? You haven't broken anything, have you? You haven't sliced anything off? Atalanta won 3-0. So much for the unbeaten run. Ooh. Good side, Atalanta. Good side. We know that. We need more band-aids and a first aid kit in the restrooms. We do. We also, for those of us who are not American, I'll translate this one. We need more plasters in the first aid kit in the what we call restrooms, toilets, band-aids, man. Yeah, we forgot to check them. What machine, Ali, does it need new batteries? Have you worn it out? The washing machine. Well, Angie agreed to serve earlier, so it'd be nice. We're having a lock-in. Do we have an eco power washing machine? We might do. It might be what it is. Jeff, stop it. You're not winning any friends here. Health and safety, you're not allowed to give out medical supplies, so we'll leave the plasters on the side. I was hoping someone would say that. We weren't allowed to give people plasters because, or band-aids, because there's something within them that people could be allergic to. So we weren't allowed to give them out at all. That's how stupid health and safety got here at some point. Just want a plaster because they've cut themselves. No, you can't do that. What? You're going to end up in anaphylactic shock from a band-aid. I mean, seriously. Ali wants a cup of tea and biscuits. Yeah, stop sitting on it while it's on spin. You'll wear the motor out. Allergies, yep, same as with Magic Cream. Yeah, we got warned about that. I remember doing the, we did loads of stuff in the pub. We had the Kosh, containment of substances hazardous to health. You had to do that, and then all the other health and safety stuff. And he said, don't use plasters or band-aids because they could put people into anaphylactic shock. What? Obviously they were right, but that was the first time we'd heard it. Medua. I tell you to this day, why doesn't he make his own brand of extra strong cheese? I mean, come on, Major cheddar. We'd all buy Major cheddar, wouldn't we? I would. This means orange to me. Burnt sienna. Right. Smokey. Who the fuck is Alice? Smokey and Chubbs. Magic sponge when you play football, Steve. Same here, mate. And the reason why you got up so quickly is because it was just a sponge that had been placed on the nether regions of another 8 people on your team. I'm not having that anywhere near me. Get it away from me face. I'm alright, the leg will grow back, honest. This means pudding to me. Walls Viennetta. You put that on the Dukey for Ali. Good stuff. Do you reckon Midgeo gets up every day, looks in the mirror and goes, fuck you, Joe Dolce? I reckon he does. He's never forgiven him. He's never forgiven him. Ah, Chubbs. It was funny the last time he come in our pub. Obviously a massive fella. He was wearing a straw hat, big straw hat. And then there's people in there going, he looks just like Chubby Brown. And you heard him in the background. Ah, fuck off. It is him, it's him. And it was him. The midgets think he changed his name in appreciation. So is that what his full name is? Midget urinary tract disease. And he's just shortened it. How can you shorten midgets any more than you did? Yellow Submarine is on there as well. Or Yellow Submarine, as I think my granddad used to call it. Major used to live in Cromer during the winter to get inspiration for songwriting. See, that I understand completely. Go somewhere a bit windswept, a bit away from the massive city. Just somewhere where you can be a bit... That's why so many people go and live in Ireland, I think, writers and what have you. Just go a little bit bleak. Scotland, the same thing, the Highlands of Scotland. Just go and chill somewhere. Literally chill somewhere. Sharpens the mind up. Makes you write better. Otherwise, it's too easy, isn't it? If you're in London, just going out for 5 minutes, and 7 days later in the Groucho Club, absolutely off your head. You're not going to get that in Cromer, are you? But you will get Cromer crab. Great Cromer crab. You're back. Kirsty's back. Back again. The cat's now in. Just staying there for a bit to give him some company. That's good. Just nice and chill. Get yourself used to it and be sound. He would rent one of the many flats overlooking the pier, apparently. I get that completely. Well, you know, I drive down to the front quite regularly, don't I? To go and just sit. Obviously, there's no sea there most of the time, but I would just go and sit and look out over the beach and over the pier because it empties the mind. It just, I don't know, it's a bit of a salve for the soul, as the phrase is. I think it's good for you. If you need to write, a lot of the times the best things that you do, the best writing that you do, is when your mind's a little bit empty, so that all the inspiration, all the thoughts can come flying in. They're not fighting against everything else. So if you just look out the window and see nothing going on apart from nature, it should open you up to be much better, I think. I wonder if he still goes there. Does he still write? Yeah, you put the latch back on. Do not let the llamas in. There will be chaos. Pip's heard about her, yeah. Of course. Latches back on. Is Cromer similar to Vienna? I would say no. I would say Vienna is similar to Cromer. What came first? Chicken, egg. Cromer, Vienna. Cromer, of course. Of course. We're playing your song. There you go. Bit of Philip Collins. Something for the neat. And when we look out the window, we want to see proper full-on drum solos from everyone. Everyone in the car park just giving up dogging for 10 seconds to get full-on drum solos before they get back into it. There you go, Ali. There's the stage for you. You can get up and do your karaoke on there, girl. That bit at the back, that pulls out into a stage. We have to just move the tables and chairs out the way. Move my face out the way so it hasn't got the thing over it. That's stupid. I should have checked this. I didn't look at the stream. I didn't look anywhere earlier on. I've been too busy. I was still working till 7:30. Half an hour before the stream started, I'd finished work. No es bueno, man, as they say in Japan. Proper drum solo there, Mandy. Lobbus in the air. Every sight and every sound, Ali. Every sight and every sound. Is Travelling Soldier in the Juki? I don't think it is yet. Might be, might not be. It's definitely not in the Spotify Juki, I know that. But then I haven't gone back and looked for the last week or so. I will have to add more. Because at the moment it's only a 4-hour, 12-minute playlist. And the streams are quite long as well, aren't they? Good job the Bears and Jeff were sacked from Wednesdays. It is. Because I just wouldn't have had time at all. Not at all. Things have ramped up slightly. In terms of normal life has ramped up slightly. Just had a couple more songs. Good stuff, good stuff. That make no sense. Yeah, when I get a bit of time this week, I will go in and I will add more to the Spotify playlist. But I do hope that you realise my algorithm is being absolutely trashed by playing some of this stuff. I've had stuff suggested to me. Linkin Park and a bit of John Bon Jovi. Yep. No more shite. Ali, if you go on your Spotify, no, you'd have to follow the link. Excuse a second. Almost there, almost there. There you go. It's that link. Kirsty, if you can send that through to Ali, because obviously we haven't got you on any other social media, but if you click on that, that playlist will open as well, so most of the songs should be on there. I put it on shuffle and just let it play. Oh, and you're going to do a double shift, seeing as though you're band-aiding your foot. Thank you. and you're getting them in. Go ahead, I'll have a cup of tea, girl. Just a small cut, nothing serious. Good. Although a small cut is still not good. No cut is better than any cut. Outer Space by The Prodigy. Straight as soon as you said that, Boing came into my mind. Boss tune, man. It's another reason why I hate that being strokified and having no left hand and no left leg. I can't Keith Flint myself around the bedroom anymore. Doing proper boogieing. I need to find more new music as well. I really do. I haven't found anything decent new for ages. I went through a little, I don't know, 2 or 3 months of, there was loads of new stuff that I really liked, and then can't find anything, so I ended up going back to old school stuff yet again. Still more Cocteau Twins, The Cure, The Telescopes. Man, I love The Telescopes. But I will say as well, Susan, who sometimes appears in these streams, my friend from Nevada, her son is the bass player in a band called Sandy Bronco. I'll put it in there. Well worth a look. Get this quite a lot with people over the years. My son does this or my daughter does that, and they send you a link and you think, oh, right, I've got to start being nice about this because it's my friend. Well, Susan sent a YouTube video of her lad's band, and as soon as I started playing it, it was like, oh my word, this reminds me of those early 90s US bands, US indie bands that I used to listen to. They don't sound like them. They don't sound like Dinosaur Jr. or Throwing Muses or Ultra Vivid Scene or people like that, but it's got the same kind of vibe, and straight away I thought, I love this. So every time she sends another video through, it's just as good as the last, if not better. So definitely worth checking out. Sandy Bronco. They're on YouTube. I think they're also on Spotify as well. I would highly recommend them. Give them a try. I would put a link in there only. Oh, hang on, there's something happening. Oh, I can. Yes, I can. I can put that in now. In fact, I'm going to put the link in now. Give that a go. That link, it's fantastic. Me like you mucho. Piping hot cup of tea, a wink and a smile. Thank you, Angie. Midget have asked for Little L by Jamiroquai on the playlist. It's on there. We're putting it on. A snifter of cognac for Mandy. Saf are back again, like a bad rush. Did anybody miss you? Yes, Ali missed you, but she's getting the rifle sorted out. Not going to miss you again. Still listening to In the Air Tonight. Dun 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 dun. Yep. Yes, have you heard of Wet Leg? Are they Chaise Lounge? Oh, hang on.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Angie, just been Angie, level 7, fantastic. Yeah, Wet Leg, Steve, that's Chaise Long, isn't it? Wet Leg is also what you used to get on the cop. Those horrible dirty bastards that roll up a newspaper stick it in your pocket and then piss through it. Horrible, 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 horrible. Espresso for Saf with an S, not an X. If anyone's watching, it's espresso, not espresso. Oh, Steve, I'm just going to give you a wet leg. Easy, tiger. Steve wants a bottle of Miller Lite. Very nice. Ideal for a night like this. Ideal. I've looked at Wendy. Wendy's looked. Don't stand so close to jacuzzi. Yeah, be careful near those jacuzzis. You will get damp. How long has this song been going on for? I know it says 4 minutes 16 seconds, but no wonder. It hung. Right, Buggles, video killed radio star. An espresso for Saf. You asked him coffee, tea or me and he chose espresso. That's terrible, terrible. And you think one of them would keep you up all night, wouldn't you? Yep, Angie. Ali would like a cup of tea and chocky biscuits. There you go, la. Chocky bickies. You're looking at getting a new French press for the Daniel coffee beans and some fancy spoons. Taking it way too serious. No, it's not too serious. That's just serious enough. That's just the right side of serious. And you open the Miller Lite for Steve with your pectoral muscle slid down the bar to a Steve-O. Yeah, pay good money to watch that, Steve. Hasn't been posted yet. That could take a while to arrive, considering where it's going to. Getting things ready ahead of time. Very, very wise. Pip, your sister worked with Trevor Horn in the 80s as a recording engineer. Man, that must have been amazing. Working with Yes and Frankie Goes to Hollywood especially, them two. What a sound he used to get. Said this the other day when it came on. He was not only did he produce 90125 and Owner of a Lonely Heart, their biggest hit, he was also in Yes for 1 year, I think it was, for one album, Drama. So he was in Yes and also then produced them. And he got Steve Howe to play guitar on Welcome to the Pleasure Dome by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. So it was all kept in-house with people that they knew. Adam's going to be pestered by you when the beans arrive. Do you know what? I don't think Adam would worry about that. I think he's quite happy to help people out. When it comes to coffee, getting it right, that's his business, isn't it? Helping people get it right. He'd be more than happy to help you out. The Bushmills is definitely a sipper, not a gulping whiskey. What about Jeff? He's terrorising the doggers in the park. What would Jeff like? What would Jeff like? What's Jeff's drink? That's a good question. I reckon Jeff would like tequila, but he wouldn't drink it. He'd eyeball it. Like Eyeball Paul off Kevin and Perigo Large. One of them, shot in the eye. Tequila. Or absinthe. How about that? Absinthe. Nothing flammable. Sambuca. You could drink that as well. All those ones that get you absolutely off your tiats, you would be on. Jeff would snort Sambuca. I'm sure he'd do that. And when he wakes up of a morning, I am convinced he drinks Mellow Birds coffee. I don't know why. Mellow Birds. Cup of tea, Ferrari, of course. Trevor Rabin is South African, he is. He was in a band called Rabbit, of course. Massive, massive in South Africa. Not many people outside of South Africa knew of them. And then when they found out he was in a band, what's this? This local band, is it? No, mate. These were massive. Exceptional guitarist. Very talented young man, that. I say young man, he's not a young man, is he? Older than me. He was playing music in the 70s and 80s. You do try for a non-alcoholic drinker. How'd you get away with that in Ireland, Ali? Seriously. How'd you get away with not being a drinker in Ireland? Did he look at you with suspicion? It's unusual, isn't it? When does Spencer arrive? Is it next month? Is it June or is it end of... It can't be end of May, can it? We're at the fucking end of May now. Fourth of June, there you go. You're meeting him to take him to where he's staying. Good stuff. I will be interested to see what he makes of the place. To see whether or not he ends up in shock. Dad doesn't drink either. One of your sisters gave up drinking too. You're going to have your passports taken off you. I hope you know that. Know what I mean? I think it's going to be funny. Just to see. He should be used to it. They watched enough British stuff to see sort of what the place is sort of like. But it's different sort of seeing it to coming over and then suddenly realising there's a strangeness to Brits and Irish that you don't quite get until you've been here. Finchley Road. A yummy cup of tea for Ali. Yeah, fantastic. Coca-Cola original recipe. You'd have to go to Mexico for that, I think. That's where the Cubans get their original from. They obviously couldn't get it from America, so they started getting it from Mexico. And Mexico still make it with the original sugary bits. And the Cubans love it. Saf, call it quits. No worries, mate. It's been a long day for me as well. I understand you completely, mate. You sleep well. Get yourself sorted. Yep. Remember, if you can't be good, be quick. An original CC for the Pitmeister. Spencer will get a shock at the standard of British buskers. I do believe that as well, to be honest. It may just get him to up his game as well. Might just be, I can do this, or I need to push myself to be able to do this with these as well. Could work out brilliant for him. We have got some exceptional buskers. Has to be said. Annoyingly good. Yeah, what's good when it's at home? Very good question, Kirsty. What's good for one person ain't necessarily good for the next. Oh, right, I've had to nope the last one because we've just had it. Yep. Chow Chow, Love and Light, and In Excess, Devil Inside. Jeff picked this one. That's all I'm saying. I like the guitar line in this, I must admit. You tell me Shuffle was rubbish. Write it on a post-it note. Send it to fucking Spotify. It's nothing to do with me, Mandy. It's nothing to do with me. Tell them. Tell them straight. Sort your shizzle out, Spotify. I can't help it. Thomas, how's it going? Kid. Have you caught any more beards? You worked hard when you were a DJ. You did. You did. Fair play to you, you did. Right, you're not stoned, Kirsty. We're just getting random you. That's okay. We can deal with that. That's not a problem. Steve, off for a pee. No worries. We want to keep an eye on the place. Well, Angie's been on for ages. I'm going to jump behind the bar. Give everyone an opportunity. Go ahead, Angie. Sort Thomas out and then I'll jump behind the bar. I'll do the last shift to make sure everyone's alright. You did a fantastic job, Mandy. A fantastic job being DJ as well, so I will put that in the post tomorrow. DM me your address and I'll sort it out for you. The garden was flooded with starlings this morning. Oh, you had one at the window requiring some support in its stunned state. Seemed okay in the end, the cat going mad over them. Oh, poor thing. It's nice. I mean, my ma's absolutely shit scared of birds and proper phobia of them. But even she likes the fact that there's loads of them in our garden at the moment. If they were anywhere near her, she wouldn't like them. But just being in the house with the window shut, looking out, she can deal with that. Yep, Ali. I had to order a sample from the merch store just to see what it was like. And I thought, Mandy's been to every single live that I've done, so she deserved a little bit of a thank you. So I'm going to send it to her tomorrow if I can. Pride marches run out of flags. I want to know if you can use baboons' asses as a backup. Anything goes, as Rogers and Hammerstein said. Was it them? I haven't got a clue. You'd just been to an event where you were given lemonade, lemon flavoured sparkling water. Not the same. Anything other than that, yeah. Hot toddy, you're cold and wet. Hasn't it been one of those days today in what I don't even want to call it. It seems like early winter Merseyside, but almost in bleeding summer. I went and got me air conditioning sorted out today, Tom. The air conditioning in my car is now absolutely ice cold, and I picked today of all days to get it sorted. As soon as the fella gave me keys back, I went, "It's great in there now, mate, you'll love it." I got in, switched it on, it was Baltic, and I had to put the heating on. And I'm wearing joggers for the first time in about 3 or 4 weeks. I've had shorts on ever since. Does you watch me stream? Monday. Well deserved, yep. A famous Angie cocktail, shaken not stirred. A hot toddy coming up that will get rid of the cold. Not the wet. You can sort that out. The portal's going from New York to Scotland. That's not going to be any better, is it? In fact, it might even be worse than Dublin, to be honest. Hi, how's it going? Fuck. Got your aircon regassed last year. Just about holding out. Got to get your car in over its exhaust. You paid a quid to pump up your tyres. Used to be 20p. That's inflation for you. I'm a member of the IRAC. They come round and blow your tyres up. Madness, our house. Guess who's back? Back again. Stevie's back. She doesn't watch Dennis Cam. She will watch out the window. But she is aware of the fact that I'm not messing around with these streams anymore. Used to be a bit of a joke. Oh, you going live? Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's this now? This is like the 77th, is it? 77th long live without all the ninja lives. I'm not going through a bit of a thing anymore. I do this shit. Yep. So I must sit by the fire for a bit. That'll sort you out. Must have been used to doing that. Coming out the match, freezing cold during January or February and going into a pub that's got a proper fire. Nice. Yeah, the portal to Scotland is going to be funnier than the Irish. Because the Irish are funny, the Scottish are just occasionally baffling. I'll absolutely love it as well. Depends on where it's going to in Scotland as well, of course. The strong smell of high karate and Old Spice coming from the car park. Some proper old dudes out there. Getting stuck right in. Getting stuck into the Women's Institute, I think. Oh, a chair by the fire with a warm blanket. What more can you ask for? Oh, yes, good point. If you're missing when you're pissing, don't just muck up, clear the muck up. There you go. Adam, how you doing, bud? How's things? You alright? Got your brute on. Splash it all over. Oh, yeah, well, how long it'll take for someone to start flashing. That's going to be within the first couple of hours, isn't it? Absolutely. Taps off. Same shit, different day. Sounds remarkably familiar. Yeah, it does sound like Mandy said that a few times. There are certain things when you work in a pub that just become second nature. They become, I don't want to say Tourette's, but just without even thinking. That's where that little outro comes from. Your feet at the street, all that stuff. It was funny when I started recording that. Start making me outside now, ladies and gentlemen. That was, I used to shout that all the time. It sounded like I was back there. Laminated into a sign for the gents loos, of course. Yep. Me Stone Roses bucket hat. Unfortunately, I can't play drums, not even one-handed. I like it as well, actually. A bit different. And a bit Stone Roses-y as well. Very splatter paint. Brute was best as a flamethrower. Pip, Do we need to ask questions about what you got up to in your earlier years? Rodriguez, I wonder. Saf's not here now, but that's who we're playing for. Urban camo it is. Extra urban camo. I'll fit in everywhere. Haven't vaped for 4 days or smoked. Good stuff, mate. Just keep it going. Keep it going as long as you can. Just using quick mist. Yep. Whatever you need to get through, mate. Whatever you need, that's all you're doing. It. Take each day as you can. We need to organise the strippers that were in Belfast that time. Yep. That was at the Devonish. Yeah, Thomas, the merch man. Pax et felicitas. I didn't know what vibes was in Latin. So it was like peace and happiness, Pax et felicitas. I thought it'd be quite cool to have something highbrow for something this lowbrow. And we've also got staff t-shirts for the Bears Paws, obviously. Because we're that cool. What size is that? That's a small, I think. A small boys. No, a small, but it's a male size. That's all we had at the time. Obviously, it's never going to fit me. Looks big for a small. Looks small for a big. Well, if all else fails, just sleep in it. Know what I mean? No worries, Kirsty. I thought it'd be nice just to have something that we can share between us. I'm going to sort myself one out as well. I've got to order one for myself as well, but it's going to be double XL, obviously. Can't be having no small sizes. Got a Latin GCSE, don't you know? Have you? Just speak it like a native. Right. Tried everything, now trying spite and sheer bloody mindedness. Both of my parents smoked heavily for years, and the only thing that really worked for them, my dad was bloody mindedness. My mum was illness. She had, I think she had COVID. Just before, it would have been December 2019, so just before lockdown, before everyone knew really what it was, it looked like that was the kind of thing that she'd had. And by the end of it, she couldn't smoke anymore, just didn't want to and couldn't. No harm in being entertained, exactly. Lowbrow, it's positively ethereal to some places you've been. Yeah, we do have some very interesting conversations on here. I do try and, I don't know, we do try and learn. We learn a bit, don't we? We learn a little bit. You like a loose fit rather than tight fitting, as does Shaun Ryder. It's got to be a loose fit. Great tune. Puerum, that's all you remember. That and Puella. Are there any chaps in the merch? There is. We have chap stuff. We don't really... We haven't got too many lady sizes, but loads of lad sizes. Up to 5XL. So, there are options there. And there will be more stuff getting thrown in. Diddy in the house. Cecilius est pater for you. Cecilius. Pater, that's going to be, is that father? paternal father, Peter. That's what Harold used to call Albert, wasn't it? Steptoe and son. Peter, oh, you dirty old man. You failed Spanish. I didn't. I did well in Spanish. Our teacher was called Mrs. Seville. But it wasn't Seville as in Sevilla, it was Seville as in Jimmy. She just pronounced it different. She hated me to start with. But, you know, it was good. I prefer German. How do we get a jukebox in here? It's playing on my phone. That's why you can't hear it, because I don't want to start getting strikes. But we've got a Bears Paws jukebox playlist on YouTube and on Spotify. And then we'll just play them and anyone can put that on and listen to it like a silent disco. Are the Doggers on Tour t-shirts available yet? Not yet, but watch this space. There will be something coming soon, I hope. Including possibly midgets on llamas. A star, German GCSE. School didn't do it for A level. You should have done. Oh.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Steve, level 19, man. Fantastic. We didn't used to do German in our school either, but the French teacher, who was Scottish, could speak German as well. So he decided to do it. And I did a 2-year GCSE in 9 months, I think it was, because I spoke fluent Dutch and quite a lot of German anyway, just by living in the Netherlands. I thought it's going to be piss easy to do this. And it was, to be fair. But then anything is easy if you can already speak the bloody language. It's part of the reason why I didn't do English in the Netherlands. You should sit at the back of the class and do your homework. Okay. A Scottish, French and German teacher. His wife was French. He was our French teacher. He was Scottish, but he also speaks German. So they got him doing the German. I used to jump on and help people out. Good fella, actually. I liked him. Can't remember his name. That's how bad things are, but it will come back to me. Really nice fella. I think he was one of the ones that ended up going for a pint with us when we were 17. When we were all looked much older than we actually were. At the age of 14, I was 6'4" and 15 stone, so getting served in a pub wasn't that much of a big deal. Ich bin ein Berliner. I'm a hot dog. Yeah, a bit of JFK or JFK. Right, Doers is up next. That's what they're called up north. You've been listening to Doers, Alabama song, Whiskey Bar. Perhaps the nearest you got to speaking German was at the beer festival. If you drink enough of their beer, you will be able to speak German afterwards. Yeah, the train spotting. Could do that. Choose Southport sunsets, the Bears Paws pub, dogging in the car park, feeding the llamas, writing haikus. That would work. I reckon that would work. You only know a little French, Ali. Is that one of the llama riding midgets outside? Is that him? Angie, you want a travelling dogger t-shirt? That might be able to be done. Travelling doggers. Right, so your Spanish teacher didn't like it and deliberately marked you down, and the only reason why you knew that, Kirsty, the person you were doing a joint project on got top marks, but you failed. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. He's favourite for the Llama National in a few weeks. Everyone needs to watch that. That's the highlight of the sporting calendar, the Lama National. Right. Doers is playing. Mandy is a detective. We are watching the detective. Yeah, good question. Ali, is the little French that you know, is that voulez-vous coucher, etc.? Ce soir? Is that the one you know? Or is it avez-vous un cuppa? Remember that? PG Tips advert. Mandy has special powers. She does. Thomas, Ali's only asking because the washing machine doesn't work on spin anymore. Just saying, like, you know. Just saying. Oh. It is still ridiculously hot. Buy one of them. Buy one. I'm not sponsored by them. I had to pay for that myself. It doesn't matter. Buy one. They are absolutely incredible. I only bought that because I was taking my sister to the hospital on a daily basis, and I had to make myself a cup of tea. So I was sat outside for ages. Worth every penny. Absolutely fantastic. I can make a cup of tea before I go to the match. I can drive all the way down there, park up outside, do a full live stream, get in the ground, do another live stream, watch the game, get back outside, get in the car, and it's still, the tea is hot. Who have you pissed off now, Mandy? That we could be here all night, Steve, to be honest with you. Oh, a quickie. Ali's offering quickies round. Fair play to you. Don't think it helped that you called it a whore in Spanish. You know, if the cap fits, etc. Did that after 6 months, I'm not surprised. Images have offered to fix the washing machine using a drum as a hamster wheel. I like that. That's Dragon's Den thinking. That's blue sky thinking. Yeah, you haven't annoyed anyone, Steve. They, however, have annoyed you. Great thinking. Oh, right. Well, we'll have one more song. So whatever goes on shuffle, we'll have one more song, and then I'm going to have to start making my way, I think, because I am absolutely cat-bagged. Right. Hatton Here by Nelly. Get yourself all set up. And I still haven't worked out an intro and outro song, but we'll get out there. It'll be sound, we'll get there. Yo, I haven't gone shy. Yeah, she'll be gentle with you. The little flame-haired pocket rockets will be gentle with you. Be very careful. That's all I'm saying. Don't annoy her. If you know, you know. It's the snorkel they're having problems with. Every great idea, you have to work out the kinks. Yep, the jukebox song for this particular conversation just seems to fit perfectly, and that, Mandy, is how you do shuffle. Spotify know their act. They know their act. Fair play, fair play. It was all building up to this. That's exactly what happened. Yeah. So the next suggested was very suggestive indeed. That's fate for you. That's kismet. It's great when things do that. What's the name of the song you weren't paying attention? It's Hot in Here by Nelly. You know, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Pretty Saf wasn't here. I'd be getting jealous, I think, at the moment, at the attention. The attention you're receiving. It is, it is. Where's my fan? There you go. I'd open a window, but the rain is coming in sideways. Yes, it's still. We are going to be underwater. Never mind 2058. We're going to be underwater by 3:30 in the morning, I think. Has it got cat's ears? It has, Steve. And do you know why it's got cat's ears? It's a cat. It's an actual cat. You see the legs on it and the ears. So it's putty fan. My ma and dad brought me that back from Portugal, and it's a stupid little throwaway toy thing, but it's absolutely fantastic. Yep, works wonders. Works absolute wonders. On days where I've been sat, even with the window open, curtains closed, and it's red hot, just have that. Not bad. And it has been great crack as always. Ramit Ray booked as the jockey for the favourite. Very nice. It's a fine, it is. Pussy fine. You dug a hole in the garden to put a flower bed in. The hole is full of water and spilling into the garden. You regret your digging. The Merseyside rain is indeed coming in sideways. It is. It is absolutely proper full on sideways. In fact, there's been times when it's gone upwards, never mind sideways. So it's a very strange night. Very rough. I wouldn't suggest going out there if you don't have to. I wouldn't. Definitely a fan for the pool there. No Jinxie tonight now. Must be at a fat club. Although, first rule of fat club, don't talk about fat club. She normally tries to turn up, so she must be busy. Or tired. If needs be, yep. Anyway, on Hadwig. Nope. Not seeing it tonight. Chub Club, yeah. Too busy eating. Remind me tomorrow to actually eat. Sure, that was definitely the reason why I was cold all day. As soon as I had something to eat at about 7 o'clock, whatever it was, I started feeling warmer. Before that, I was absolutely Baltic. Although, to be fair, I had been out in the rain, walking. And I can't walk that far anyway. But I've smashed it, lad. Absolutely smashed it, lad. Anyway, it's been 3 hours. I need to go and put my feet up and stretch me back because I'm feeling like I'm in bits now. So, Get that dickhead off the bar. Thank you as always. It's been fantastic. I was having a bit of a shitty day today. Now I'm not. And that's all because of you people. So thank you very much. It is always fantastic spending time in your company. I look forward to it. As soon as the last one finishes, I'm already looking forward to the next one. So I will see you on Sunday. You'll recognise me. I'll be wearing my face. But yeah, it's going to be sound, like, you know what I mean, lad? It's going to be sound, mate. It's going to be banging. You start making your way outside now, folks, please. Come on, let your feet hit the street. Do your talking while you're walking. It's a pub, not a club. So do what, mate? Change for the condom machine. Go and see the lad behind the bar. You better be quick as well. No, know what I mean, getting your change, no. Just go and sort it out, lad. And that's that.
Hoo-yah!